Now we're gonna talk about the types of data. We talked about introduction to in the video introduction to statistics, about the definition of statistics, what statistics used for. It help us make decisions, to take decisions that is rational, that help us make rational decisions about businesses, etc. In this video, we're gonna talk about types of data we analyze in statistics, which is qualitative data and quantitative data. This is very important for every data science job, because every data scientist, analyst, or business analyst is confronted with these types of data: qualitative data, quantitative data. In every field of these two, have another two field: nominal and ordinal for qualitative data, and discrete and continuous for quantitative data. So now we're going to talk about the qualitative data, nominal one. What does it mean? So the qualitative data is, when we talk about qualitative data, we talk about we talk about things that we cannot cover in number. We cannot count. For example, we have criteria, and we're gonna count a number of it. No, nominal is something like this. This is a simple example of nominal data. So we have the ID, 1, 2, name. This is the gender. Okay, this is a qualitative nominal data. Alice is female. Bob, for example, is male. Dina is female. For example, hair color here is blonde, brown, black. The country from India, USA, Morocco, etc. This is what is called. This is a simple example of qualitative data that is nominal. Now we're gonna talk about qualitative data that is ordinal. The simple difference between nominal and ordinal data, or ordinal qualitative data, is that ordinal qualitative data, we talk about some range. For example, something below average, and for example, this is something that is good. We talk about a scale, for example, from 0 to 10, or this is, we have some levels. Okay, I'm gonna show you example here. For example, this is the name. This is example of ordinal qualitative data. Educational level: high school, bachelor, master, bachelor, PhD. For example, what we talk about here, it's why this is ordinal data. This is qualitative. For example, high school is below level of bachelor degree. In bachelor degree is below level of master's degree in education. Master's degree is below the levels of education of PhD. Okay, this is we talk about some levels. This is the ordinal qualitative data. For example, satisfaction, we talk about also in levels: neutral, satisfied, very satisfied, unsatisfied, satisfied. This is in level. Unsatisfied is the lowest, then the neutral, then dissatisfied, then the very satisfied. Here we talk about clothing size. Okay, clothing size M, L, XL. We talk about also here in levels. So we're done with the qualitative data. Now we're gonna move on to quantitative data: discrete and continuous. In quantitative data, we talk about here counting numbers. Okay, discrete one and continuous. For example, here in discrete data, we talk about numbers. For example, height, weight, etc. But it is not. It's a discrete one, not continuous. For example, here in discrete, we give an example here in the table: quantitative data that is discrete. For example, here name how many children of these people, books owned and the courses completed. For example, Alice have 2 children, 10 books owned, and 3 courses completed. Let's take another example. Charlie has 3 children, 7 books owned, and 4 courses completed. This is example of quantitative data that is discrete. Now we're gonna talk about the last type of quantitative of data, which is continuous, also in the quantitative data. Here we talk about a range. Okay, we talk about a range that is continuous. For example, weight can be, for example, 85.2 kilograms, 90.6 kilograms, etc. Now we're going to take an example. For example, here we have a height. We have Alice, Bob, Charlie, and for example, here quantitative data is continuous. We have some intervals. For example, we have for example between 178 and 179 centimeters, etc. For example, Bob have 178.5, 75.5, 37. Temperature degree, he has 37 degree, which is normal. Dana have 160 in height, 65.2 kilograms, and 36.5. It's below the norm of by 0.5 in temperature. So this is the types of data that we analyze. Let's summarize. We have qualitative data, quantitative data. Qualitative data, we have 2 areas in them. Nominal, look something like this. For example, gender, hair color, country. And we have ordinal. We have where we have in every criteria we have some levels. For example, high school, then bachelor degree, then master's degree, then PhD. We have satisfaction classifications by order. We have some levels. We have levels in every area, in every field. In the in the quantitative data, we have 2: discrete and continuous. Discrete, in every single data that we analyzed, we took a number of it. For example, Alice have 2. We count for 2. We count them of number of children. We have 2 children, 10 books, and 3 courses completed. This is this example of discrete quantitative data. And we have continuous quantitative data, which is, for example, we have continuous data where we can talk about intervals. For example, between 165 and 166. Also, we have, that is the example of continuous. This is an example of continuous data. So that's it for this lesson. Stay tuned for next video where we're gonna talk about important topics and statistics and math for data science, where we can master our way to excel in the data field and the data professions.